Even a year before U.S. voters go to the polls, the race for the 2016 presidential election was a huge point of global conversation in 2015. From campaign announcements to debate performances, the candidates made headlines throughout the year. On the night of November 13, terrorists coordinated a series of attacks in Paris that shook the nation and the world. It was the deadliest attack in France since World War II. People in Paris used Facebook to let their friends know they were safe, and millions of people around the world made posts or changed their profile photos to stand with France. The Syrian conflict has been ongoing since 2011, with the magnitude only growing. The Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees estimates there are more than 4.1 million registered Syrian refugees. The majority have migrated to neighboring countries and more than 500,000 have applied for asylum in Europe. On April 25, 2015, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake struck Nepal, killing more than 8,800 people and displacing millions of others. Hundreds of aftershocks and a second massive earthquake on May 12 caused even greater devastation. The world's eyes were on Greece this year after Alexis Tsipras was elected prime minister on an anti-austerity platform. In June, a majority of Greeks voted against a renegotiated bailout agreement, raising questions about whether Greece would remain in the Eurozone or Grexit. In July, Greece accepted a new bailout package to avoid bankruptcy. Advocates of marriage equality around the world celebrated landmark victories in 2015. In May, Ireland became the first country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage through a popular vote. In June, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that all states must allow same-sex marriages. Other changes went into effect on a more local scale in countries including Mexico and Japan. As the fight against ISIS continued in 2015, people on Facebook turned to friends and news organizations to help them understand what was going on. Across the world, people condemned the actions of the terrorist organization, shared news and information on the latest developments, and mourned the victims of terror. On January 7, 2015, two gunmen killed 12 people and injured 11 others at the offices of the satirical newspaper Charlie Hebdo in Paris. The attack and 4 related incidents of terrorism in 3 days brought together millions of people for unity rallies in Paris and across France. The death of 25-year-old Freddie Gray after injuries he sustained in police custody in April spurred 2 weeks of protests in downtown Baltimore. The incident reignited the ongoing debate about policing and became another point of focus for the Black Lives Matter movement.